K94.5, the #1 hit music channel with the Morning Madhouse. I'm Carter.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Ginger.
And we're talking Mardi Gras.
Gras!
It's already that time of the year. And, well, we got some questions. So we're calling the man himself.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this whole Mardi Gras mess. Because I still am confused about quite a bit of it.
You are?
Yeah. What, the 12th night? What are the king cakes?
Yeah, but if someone throws me a moon pie, I'm not asking questions.
Well, I just want to see if we can get a free moon cake. Or a king cake.
Moon
You have to
cake.
get the name right first.
Moon pie.
King cake.
Hello,
Hey, is this Don Tubbs?
that's me.
Hey!
Hey!
This is the Morning Madhouse on K94.5.
All right, I know all about the Madhouse. Tubbs Hardware in Bossier City is a madhouse right now.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I don't want I don't want to beat around the bush. I want to jump right to the most important question that I could ever possibly ask a man like you.
Hit him with the hard stuff.
What exactly does extreme king cake mean?
Extreme means we've taken the New Orleans recipe. We've actually distributed king cakes out of New Orleans 20 years ago. But 17 years ago, I produced my own recipe. And I turned the recipe upside down. And people from New Orleans are now coming to Bossier City and buying their king cakes, and they're freaking out because our king cake is moist and delicious. It has the oval shape. It's a traditional-looking cake, but it has this wonderful dough. The filling is extreme. I had a sweet little lady helping me many, many years ago, a black lady from New Orleans, helping me design my cake, and her name was Rosie. And Rosie said, Mr. Tubbs, this is how we're going to do it. She took a spatula, she dipped it down into this good filling that we had, and she put a little bit of filling in there, and then she started rolling it up. I said, Rosie, what if we did this? I want to take a glove, put that glove on, put it in the bucket, and I want to put a lot of filling in there, and I did that. And she looked at me, and she said, ooh, Mr. Tubbs, that's an extreme amount of filling.
Uh-huh.
And I said, Rosie, I think you just named my cake, and she did.
Now, I gotta
Nice.
ask, why is there little bitty babies inside the king cakes?
Well, a lot of cakes, most cakes has a little bitty baby, but Tubbs, we have a great big gold baby.
Whoa.
And I go to a lot of effort to have that big gold baby made because that represents Christ. And if it's going to be Jesus, it's going to be big and gold, and we even make sure that we put it on the purple color of the cake because that represents royalty, our king.
Okay, so let's move on here because there's several mysteries at Mardi Gras we're trying to unravel. Now, tell us a little bit about Epiphany because we're fairly new to this. What is Epiphany?
Well, that's 12 days after Christmas. That's when we celebrate the wise men coming to find the Christ child. And as the story goes, there was 3 wise men. But nobody knows for sure. It could have been 30 wise men. Who knows? But the story is, the way it's told is the 3 wise men, and we have it on the side of our box, the names of the 3 wise men and the stories of it. And what it was, the wise men, were seeking out the star, and whenever they found Christ, they went, oh, this is the enlightenment. This is what we were looking for. So nowadays, when we tell people to walk towards the light, we're telling them to find Christ. Strive to find Christ, who is the light of the world.
Huh. So how do we, in Mardi Gras, how do we celebrate the Epiphany?
Well, one way is that Tubbs does it. The 12th night, Epiphany, which is going on now, is when you eat the king's cake. That's why you call it the king's cake, because it's the celebration of the wise men finding the Christ child. The shape of the cake is oval, and that represents the route that they took to divert Herod from finding the Christ child. Because they went to Herod first, and they was talking to him about it, and they said, whoa, this guy is no good. So when we do find him, we got to be very careful to make sure that he doesn't know that we found him. So it could have took them years to leave after they found the Christ child. And so that's why the cake is in an oval shape. They just wore Herod's spies out.
Wow.
The 3 colors represents the wise men, and it also represents, gold represents faith.
Huh.
And, gold represents power. gold represents power, green represents faith, and purple represents justice.
Huh. I had no idea.
That is a much more deep meaning than I thought.
We're talking to Don Tubbs.
On our website, TubbsHardware.com, we have a Mardi Gras section. And you can click on that and find out local events that are going on. But you can also get in detail the history of Mardi Gras, particularly the history of the king cake. So if you have children that are writing the story, a paper, a thesis paper of some sort, anything like that about king cake, Mardi Gras, Tubbs Hardware website is a good place to go.
Don Tubbs from Tubbs Hardware, the official Mardi Gras hookup store in Bossier City. Now, before we let you go, I know you're a busy man this time of the year. Real quick, for people like us that are fairly new to Mardi Gras, what do they need to make sure they bring to a parade this year?
Well, number one thing is look at the weather and find out what's going on. But some nice, comfortable chairs, comfortable shoes. You want to make sure that you could have a Yeti cooler from Tubbs Hardware and have some things in there waiting for the parade. But the main thing that we emphasize at Tubbs to bring to the parade is your manners. We believe in a family Mardi Gras. And we want this to be a family Mardi Gras because I have people all the time, day after day during the Mardi Gras season. They are here from Oklahoma. They're here from Kansas. They're here from New Mexico. They're here from Mississippi. They come from Arkansas, Missouri. They come from everywhere, and they tell me, we come to Shreveport-Bossier Mardi Gras because it's a family Mardi Gras. We don't want to be a part of that New Orleans style Mardi Gras. We want it to be family, friendly, fun.